What's up, guys? Welcome back to another game analysis video. In this game, my team, Hartford Athletic, are taking on Indy 11. The last few game analysis videos that you've seen, or if you've seen those, I've been playing in the central midfield, kind of like as the 10. Very out of position for me, but I really enjoyed that challenge. A lot of you guys asked why I was playing there, and we had some injuries, and we needed to move people around, and the coaches asked that upon me. They asked if I could play that, and I said, yeah, I'll give it my best shot. So in this game, though, I'm back to playing fullback or wing back. As you can see, I'm number 16, Matt Sheldon, and I'm playing left wing back in this 3-4-3 formation. So this is a much more natural position for me, even though my most natural position is that right wing back, right back, because I am right footed. So even though this isn't like my ideal position, again, it's if my team needs me to play here, I'll play here, So playing left wing back here, a little bit uncomfortable on the left foot, but I've been working a lot on my left footed crosses, dribbling with the left foot as well. So, and I've had, 30, 40 games at left back in my career. So not as out of position as I was in the center midfield. Anyway, here's Indy 11's lineup. They came out with a 3-4-3 as well, or kind of a variation of that. But let's just get into the game analysis video. So here is every single action in the game, defensive and offensive, from myself. And I'm just going to break it down and hopefully learn from it. And hopefully you guys might learn something from these videos as well. Here is my very first touch in the game. The ball is going to start to swing from my center back over to my opposite center back. I'm just kind of getting wide, getting high up the field, just to make myself available so I have a good passing angle and as much time as possible when I do receive the ball. Checking my shoulder, noticing where Budati, their right wing back, is pressuring me from, and he's flying at me, a lot of pressure. And this is in the first, second minute of the game. I just want to be a little careful. I do have Robin in the center of the field right here that I could bounce it, but with this much pressure this early on, I want to be a little bit safe, get into the groove of the game. So I'm going to try to pop this forward to my center forward, Elvis. Underhit that a little bit, but we still maintain possession here. Once again, ball's on the opposite side of the field. I'm just checking my shoulder because it's starting to make a movement over to this side, as you can see, to the center mid. And so I'm just checking my shoulder, checking my surroundings, so I know that I can take this ball down and start to face forward just like this. Now, I don't really have any option right here in the center of the field. So here I'm going to keep the ball now. I've gotten that first touch out of the way. So I'm going to take that touchdown, keep the ball, and then just stay centrally. Ball goes wide. This is a great play. I think I'm in a great position here. Prince opts to cut inside, and I'm just going to continue my run forward into this space. And in this game, you'll see I play interior a lot, almost like an inverted fullback. Anyway, you can see these guys starting to close down JP right here as our center midfielder, and there's this big pocket of space right here. So again, I'm kind of playing like that inverted fullback in this, almost like a center mid actually. So I'm going to pop into the space, receive the ball. I have a lot of pressure coming in. Just cut that ball back and play into my left center back and continue my run forward again. Me and the left winger, Prince Sadie, are going to do a lot of this where he's wide, I'm inside, or I'm wide and he's inside, just like you're seeing right now. So now I'm outside, he's inside, we're on different planes, so I can receive that ball. I see him right there in the center of the field. Budati's getting a lot of pressure. This guy's starting to step, so I know there's a lot of space in behind. So it's a great 1-2. We're on the same page. Continue my run, and then a hard slide tackle challenge from Budati, and it ends up being a foul, and I'm yelling for the yellow card because I thought it was a pretty hard challenge, and he ends up getting the yellow card. So this is like the ideal situation that you can get into when you're going 1v1 against this wingback or against another wingback. They get an early yellow, which means now they have to play a little bit more conservatively, which is always a great thing when that's the guy who's marking you. Now, next play in the game, just in the center of the field, kind of applying some pressure. We wanted to do a high press and try to regain the ball in their half as much as possible. So here I think he's actually going to hit the ball over my head, so I start to drop because I think he's going to try to play Budati in behind. He hits it right into a spot where I can't get it, but I'm still high. We have a lot of great pressure. I get that ball, play one touch into JP, continue my run. He tries to feed Elvis in behind. It's a good ball. Just doesn't work out at the end. Next touch, ball goes centrally into my winger, comes into the center mid who plays me out. As you can see, I actually have Elvis in this pocket of space. I don't see him. I don't know if my vision's blocked, but he has a great checking run. So I just play it backwards, and then Robin sees that and plays into Elvis. I missed that, which is why I love doing these videos, just so I can see the next time to make sure to watch Elvis's run here. Getting the ball on the sideline, I really don't have an outlet here. So what I'm going to do is just drive into that space and then chop the ball back just to allow time for JP now to pop into that pocket, and I can play his feet, and then we can get out the other side. Now, Indy 11 gets the ball center of the field. I think there's Aiden Quinn right here. No pressure on the ball, so our entire back line, this is a sign to just drop because we know that through ball is coming, that final third pass. And then here, Budati's making this run interior. I'm just going to try to get my arm, bump him. You're going to see right here, I'm going to bump him a little bit just to throw him off this run. I think this ball still is a little bit too heavy, but still I think that's just a good action to kind of bump him there so he doesn't have a clear run onto goal. Next action in the game, just defending, kind of applying some pressure here, trying to keep it wide. It's 2v1, so my goal is just try to make this difficult. Easy cross for Richard Sanchez to come out and collect, and it's pretty good. So now, once again, no pressure on the ball, so all of us just have to drop, find a man, and get ready for this ball in behind. It's a great ball in, and I'm just going to step into that, win that header, and try to find Andre Lewis, find one of my center mids here. And then just getting high and wide, providing an outlet so we have some width here. And as I start to look forward, there's not much that I can play to, so again, I have to drive and take this space down the line, drive into here, and I'm going to play Prince, who's behind Budati here. Prince cuts in, good little 1-2, and now we have the ball in their attacking half. Robin with the ball, he's going to play right into me. I see Elvis making this run right here, but instead what I'm actually going to do is just do a little like Cruyff, like behind the leg sweep with this ball, because I kind of anticipate that Budati's going to step in since I checked my shoulder and looked that way. I felt like I got my jersey kind of tugged here and held back, so I was a little upset. But then once I got a little bit of space, I'm just going to try to hit that ball in with the left foot and try to go hard in behind the defense. It's not the best. I mean, with my left foot, it's not, I kind of swing my leg at it, but it's still get a corner kick, and I'm happy with that. Now it just plays me back the ball lots of time. Again, as I look backwards, try to play, I just see this guy kind of running and jumping and get a lot of pressure here from Gwenzati. So I'm just going to go in the opposite direction of his momentum, drive forward. And then as I slow down and look forward, you can see now I see Elvis popping into this space, checking in this space. So I'm going to play right into his feet. A great little bounce pass out to JP. And now we can go and attack the other direction. Now, as usual, when it's kind of a counterattack, when our lines are broken, I want to stay inside, force the ball outside, and just drop back and try to delay as much as possible. So here, you can see I'm just inside. You can see my body position forcing everything outside. Niles coming over. It's 2v1, and now my goal is to delay. I don't want to do anything stupid and step out so that he can get easily around me. I want to keep all this play just in front of me. So I'm backing up, delaying, keeping him in front, allowing time for my teammates to get back. And then now, as they attack, now we have numbers. We defend that pretty easily, and now there's no threat on goal, which is great. So again, in those situations, I'm not lunging in, I'm not stepping in, I'm not doing anything crazy. Now ball comes right in the center of the field. I don't have a man right now, so I'm free. So I decide to run in, apply a lot of pressure, step here so he just can't turn, apply some pressure. As he plays it backwards now, going to get back to my spot. Robin, the center back, is kind of covering into my space, and then I'm just kind of following back as it gets out for a corner kick here. Receiving the ball now, I have a lot of pressure coming in both from behind and Asante from in front, and there's no clear just bounce pass that I can play in the center of the field. So I'm just going to quickly get that ball down, play back to my center back so I don't get trapped over here in the sideline with no outlet pass. Checking my shoulder, looking forward, I'm kind of dropping back and asking for the ball from JP so that if I get this now, I know exactly where Prince is, where my winger is, and kind of go from here. Now I look out wide to my winger. Budati jumps on that. Asante even starts out here. So now I'm going to go against that momentum, cut inside, and then just play the simple pass into JP and continuing towards the center of the field now. Luke Merrill down the side. Indy 11 ends up getting the ball. And then here, as they kind of break, like I said, we want to apply a lot of counter pressure as soon as we lose the ball. So I'm kind of jumping in here as I see Aiden Quinn trying to look forward to Gwenzati. End up intercepting that pass, play it right back to my center back, and now let's keep it. We won back the ball, and let's rest. This pass is a clear pressing trigger into Budati. He's checking away from his goal. He's on the sideline. It's a tough pass, so I'm applying a ton of pressure. He actually handles it really well, plays down to his right center back, and I just continue my pressure and get rewarded for it. We ended up getting the ball, winning back the ball from that pressure. Robin plays me back the ball, opening up, checking my shoulder. I kind of am in front of Asante, so this is a good opportunity to drive down this line. I start to do that. I don't like what I see down the line, and now JP is in a great spot in the center of the field. I just play into him and then pop backwards in case he wants to play me back. He ends up rounding his run and playing back into Andre here. Once again, in a good spot to win that second ball. I see Asante kind of flying back this way, so I'm going to take my touch in front of him and then put my body in between me, or in between the ball and Asante. So he either has to foul me and we win a free kick here, or he has to slope his run and do exactly that. And now I missed it. Rito's making a great run right here, but I'm just looking out wide to Luke Merrill. It's a good pass, but if I saw Rito's run, I think I could have done a more dangerous pass there. We end up receiving the ball in their half again. Andre Lewis with some good pressure. As I receive the ball now, I see this pocket of space. Elvis is in a great spot, and I'm just going to try to feed it into him. I actually have to clip the ball because it closes a little bit faster than I thought, so I just kind of put my boot underneath the ball, lift it a little bit. It's a kind of tough ball to handle, but Elvis does well, and we end up going out the other side now. 1v1 on the sideline. Prince is making that run down the line, so I don't think it's really on because he has King right on his back. I'm just going to drive inside, once again, play into my center mid, and stay inside now as Prince stays outside. We're always doing the opposite. If I'm cutting inside, he's outside. If I'm outside, he's inside. And I think we work pretty well together on this side. JP wins that ball. I'm in the center of the field like that inverted winger because now Prince is outside. I'm checking my shoulder to see if I can turn. If I get this ball played into me, I know that I can turn, go out wide, play into Prince who's out wide, and I stay inside top of the box and just try to get on the end of this cross here. It's a good ball in from Prince, but we can't get on the end of it there. Robin now driving with the ball. He plays me right here. Starts to do an overlap. I end up kind of getting some contact. 2v1 here. I could chop the ball and play it back to Robin. But at this point on my left foot again, I'm just thinking, okay, just try to hit this ball hard, either into the box or off of this defender. So it does exactly that. I get a corner kick. On the left foot, it's always difficult to really have that finesse. I feel like that real precision to try to find somebody in the box. Obviously, I need to work on that. That's something I need to work on as well. But that's what I've always struggled with in the final third on my weaker foot, is delivering those crosses into the box. It was just after the corner kick there, as you saw, receiving the ball, playing out to JP, and JP had a great entry ball into the box just over Rito's head. Here's a 50-50, some stepping in here, winning that, just poking it out, and then King comes through, ends up just kind of, I think he studs me right on the ankle. Nothing too serious, just a little surface wound, but all good there. Just winning the foul and continuing playing here. Connor McGlynn plays out to Robin. I'm checking backwards. You can see Boudadi starting to follow me in. I'm checking to see where Elvis is and also where Prince is and where he makes this run right here. So as this ball comes in, I don't even have to look. I can play right in the space where I know where Prince is, and then we do a good combination. But unfortunately, Elvis ends up fouling there. And this is a great example of a press. I mean, we have Prince pressing. We have Robin on his guy, Andre on his guy, me flying out to Boudadi. And then here, now you have Niall right on Guenzati. Guenzati does really, really well. The whole Indy 11 team does really well to get out of that pressure. And now we drop back and get back on into our lines. But that's a good team effort, all pressing at the same time. Now winning this ball here, it's like a 60-40. I'm get there first. So what I'm going to do once again is chest that ball into this space and then put my body in between the Indy 11 player and the ball. So now, again, he either fouls me or he has to slow up his run. And he stays on my back and ends up fouling me. But that's exactly what I want. If you feel pressure and you get fouled, you fall to the ground and earn a free kick, or they slow up and now you are free to continue your dribble, continue whatever. Just winning this header off of the goal kick and then continuing to press up all from us. But unfortunately, Prince fouls there, but that's fine. That's a good pressure from Prince, good defensive effort from us. Now here, I actually think I make the wrong decision here. I think Robin's in a good spot to block this shot, and I really think the more dangerous ball is to Boudadi here, and I just step aggressively and block this shot. But looking back at this, I think this is a dangerous move, and I don't think it's 100% necessary for me to do that. But it worked. I mean, I kind of just went with my gut instinct and went confidently with it, and it worked out. But looking back at that, I was like, ooh, I got a little lucky there. I think I should have just stayed and allowed Robin to apply pressure to that. But you never know. It's one of those 50-50 ones that's tough here. Now you can see Cam Lindley really applying a lot of pressure. So I'm just going to pop that ball with my right foot into the opposite direction of the momentum, continue my run, and then play that ball down the line for Prince for him to go 1v1. Prince gets kind of manhandled here, and we earn a free kick on the side of the 18 in the last couple minutes of the first half. Long throw for me, trying to get in the box, doesn't work out. Robin heads this back in, cleared back out right to me now. I'm going to take my touch down into the box, a little step over, and then here it's just I'm trying to clip this to the back post. I see so many red shirts near me. Now I'm just going to try and clip this to the back post where my players are. It deflects off of the Indy 11 player, and then just trying to get this ball quickly to the corner kick so we can get something created, a chance created from this last couple seconds of the first half. So this was pretty much the first half. I mean, we take this corner kick right here. Nothing really comes of it. Cleared out, I think, by Odell, the goalkeeper, and then I just try to play this ball back into the box. But that's the first half, and honestly, I thought we did really, really well. I thought we pinned Indy 11 in. We won possession so many times in their half. We had majority of the possession of the ball, and I think we had majority of the chances on goal. So I was really, really, I was really happy with how we did it. Just a few minor corrections here and there, but I thought we played really, really well for this first 45 minutes. And as you can see from the match stats of the halftime, 6 shots to 1 shot, 0 shots on target for both of us. So it's kind of a boring game in terms of chances created and everything. But we have more of the possession. We're creating more shots, but our shots aren't that high quality. But still, as a defender, seeing 1 shot from your opponent the entire first half, the entire first 45 minutes, and 0 on target is very, very great. I mean, that's fantastic. That's exactly what you want as a defender. Now, looking forward, as you kind of even saw in my final third play, it was kind of lacking. Like, I know I'm on my left foot, whatever, it's an excuse, but I could try to create a little bit more, create opportunities to have higher chances on goal and get some more shots on target, whatever it is. So here's my first touch in the second half. Ball comes right into me, try to pop this forward. Doesn't connect, but we end up maintaining possession off that second ball. Now Robin plays me in the ball. It's tight. There's nobody really to play to. JP's marked. I think this is Andre Lewis. He's marked. And so here I'm just going to hold the ball for a second, hesitate a little bit, and then play it right back to Robin so we can swing out the other side. Plays into JP, gets a little tight, but JP does a great job to win that, and then Elvis does a great job to win it there and actually earns a free kick. Andre Lewis just curls the ball over to my side, bringing this down 2v1, playing to Prince, and then Prince plays in Andre. Some good off-ball movement. Now I'm running it behind. Unfortunate not to connect there, and then just hustling back and applying some defense so that we're not going to be countered here. We end up doing a good job. I think, again, defensively we did well for these first few minutes of the second half. Receiving the ball now here, I'd start to drive forward. I think this is a great drive, but then right here, this guy's already starting to step. I think this is King. King's already starting to step to me. If I would have taken a big touch down the line, I would have been free. But I take a smaller touch, allowing King to come in. He has a great tackle on me, great slide tackle. I get clobbered. But yeah, if I had my head up and could see that, it would have been way better. Losing the duel there against Budati, but still getting back in time, so there's nothing too bad coming from that. Receiving the ball now, looking forward, you can see Indy 11's really in great shape. They're packed. They're kind of packed back here, and so it's hard to find passing outlets out of this besides just kind of holding the ball, doing a dribble, doing a touch or two, and then playing it backwards to your center mid or swinging it out the other side. And that's what you kind of have to do when the ball, or when the other team is really packed in their lines. You want to have a lot of off-ball movement, swinging the ball fast, and getting in different pockets of space like I'm doing right here in the middle of the field, just to create a little bit of chaos so that they're not just sitting there in their lines of 4 or lines of 5 or whatever. So here, receiving the ball now and just playing out of it, kind of inside, inverted fullback as Prince is wide, but unfortunately, just ball goes out, a little mistouch there. Robin wins the ball, plays it right here. This is some great possession, but unfortunately gets stripped here. But this is a great slide from Niall Logue. Comes into the rescue, blocks the shot, receive this ball now. You can't see, but I end up turning out wide, and I hit this up the line into Elvis, and then Elvis does a great job just to hold this ball, play it right back to me, and now the pressure is gone, and we can swing this ball out to the opposite side and get some possession and start to attack. Once again now, you can see I'm checking my shoulder. I think this is Rito now on my side, but Rito's going to go wide to the touchline. So I'm going to be inside in this space so I can receive this ball, drive forward, and as I start to drive forward, I think this is Robledo really comes over and applies a lot of pressure so I can dip inside, cut in. But then when I look up, again, I'm seeing Elvis versus, 8 Indy 11 players. So it's just not the time to force anything. play it out to JP, swing the ball, get some movement going, get some more off-ball runs, and see what we can create here. JP plays me out the ball, tons of time, drive forward into the space, play it wide, continue my run, and now look at us in the box. I mean, the cross doesn't connect, but now at least we have 4 players in the box then when Rito does hit that cross in. Once again, third, fourth time in a row, playing inside because Rito is wide. I'm going to receive this, and my only critique is if I was a little bit more comfortable in the midfield, can I turn the opposite way? I turn outside because it's safe. I know I'm free, but if I could face up and face Cam Lindley there and like a center mid and be a little bit more confident to face inside, take the touch inside, I think I could have created a little bit more. And then here, I mean, this is how they get their goal. 73rd minute, Cam Lindley just off the volley. I don't know what that is, 25, 27 yards out, maybe more, maybe 30 yards out, off the volley, hit that so well to go off the post. And I don't know if it's a double post, let's see. But I mean, that's literally almost as upper V as you can get. It's not a double post, but he just strikes this like that's just unbelievable. And I, to be honest, I think this is one of those goals where you just have to like clap for Cam Lindley and just be like, yeah, I mean, well done. Like, that's a great goal. It's just unfortunate that it happens to us. I mean, I don't know. I think we're in a good spot defensively. Anyway, receiving this ball now, taking my touch inside as that pressure is coming from the line. And then here I play Connor, but I can play Luke. I can skip this out. I don't need to play Connor here. I can play right into Luke, and Luke can drive forward. It ends up working out, but I'm being very hypercritical of what I can do better in these situations. And then here, this is one of those good idea but wrong execution. I try to take my touch with the left foot inside because he's kind of blocking off the line here. I end up mistouching that, and it touches right into him, and I lose the ball. But I would rather have that where I just missed the touch, but the idea was right, than the other way around, like the before, where I should have seen Luke and I ended up playing Connor. Ball bounces out to me, just playing this ball back into the mixer. Odell comes out, clears that, punches that out, but still we're in a good spot to try to put another cross into the box. Again, this is another center mid move where if I was a little bit more comfortable as a central midfielder playing in the center of the field with pressure all around me, I would have received this on the half turn. I still turn and drive, but if I would have received that on the half turn and checked my shoulder a little bit more and then immediately gone into a dribble since I knew I had space, I could have got it in front of Martinez there, and he wouldn't have had a chance to catch up to me. So again, being hypercritical, but those are the little things that I do want to improve going forward. Receiving this ball after some pressure from us, which is great defending, team defense, and then just swing it all the way out to Luke Merrill. Ball comes into me, tons of time. Last couple minutes of the game, so I'm just going to play into my center mid and get up the field, get some numbers up the field to see what we can create. Ball comes into me off of the throw-in. Honestly, I think I was rushing it a little bit more, or I was rushing it a little bit there. I'd play into Elvis, and I should have just kind of combined there. And then throwing for Indy, trying to get around my guy, Martinez. He does a good job to hold me off, and I have to do a little bit too much physicality in that, end up getting the foul there. It's kind of a stupid foul. But again, I need to try something because we need to get back in this game. And then long ball here into Martinez. Martinez is, I think, 6'3". He's a big guy, big, strong guy. But still, I need to do a little bit better on this header because he beats me to the header. He knocks me down. And then there's a great 1-2 for Martinez. He's wide open then, and then he finishes on goal. So it's frustrating watching this back because, I felt like we had a great game, and I thought we were in it. I thought I had a good game at left wing back. But then one challenge like that for Martinez, that header, and then I'm frustrated. And obviously, it's a team sport, and there's many other aspects of why they scored the goal. But I'm looking at it from my perspective. I really I should win that header, even if Martinez is 6'3" and I'm 6 foot. I can do a little bit better there, or at least try to stay on my feet from that. Now just receiving the ball, looking forward. Now of course they're packing it back in the last in extra time of the game, and then this is it. This is the 98th minute. End up fouling or the ball goes out or something, but the referee calls the game there. And there's Martinez celebrating. I mean, he deserves it. All of Indy end up deserving this. I mean, when you have Cam Lindley hitting that shot on goal, it's just frustrating because you're just, how are you supposed to defend that shot? I mean, I don't want to take anything and be like, oh, it was lucky. It's not. I mean, he works on that. It's a great shot. That he obviously takes an incredible amount of skill, but like that is a once in a season, if not once in a career type goal. I mean, that is an unbelievable goal, and it's frustrating to go down that way. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed me back at wing back at left back. And if you did, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, peace.